Late today. Hello, Aaron. I know y'all can hear that dog barking in the background. I can't stand that dog, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Alright then. Hello, our boy. I wish that dog would be quiet, man. I can't stand him. He ain't mine. I just wish he would get run over or something. He ain't mine. I don't like him. Is that Axel the dog? Axel the dog is in here. That's Drake the cat out there, I believe. I believe that's Drake. Ow. Hold on a sec. I have to remember I can't stagger these dudes with the Reiterpallasch. Hello, Weeb. Weeb trash. I have to remember I can't stagger these guys with the Reiterpallasch. Charlie's mags are insane. Are you talking about the whole Sneeko thing? Like, Sneeko has to want to be canceled because, like, you can't just, like, wave a gun around on stream and threaten to shoot people and expect no negative repercussions. And the second someone comes after him for it, he's gonna say, "Oh, they're trying to cancel me, man. I didn't do nothing wrong." It's like, brother, you waved a gun around on stream and threatened to come shoot people. Like, I don't know what you're expecting. Ugh, Jesus. At least he ain't do the DSP just yet. He ain't done the DSP, and that's always good to know. Oh god, now I've attracted both of their attention. Okay. Hold on a sec. This is not ideal. There you go. I can fight this guy up here. If he comes up here. Ow. If this cat don't get off me, I swear to God. There's a cat who's trying to crawl all over me right here. Hold on a sec. He's got to go out. He's too pesty. Give me 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. It wasn't Axel. I was on say, what do you mean? Sneeko is literally that kid in class that does something wrong, and then when the teacher looks for a culprit, he acts all innocent. Yep, 100%. Waiting for proper pay grade and don't even work. No, our dog. No. That was Virgil, not Axel. Axel's right here. He doesn't bother anything. He'll like lay on the side of my recliner and just go to sleep. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, let's do this one last time. So if I shoot, I get the attention of Buddy Boy over there. Okay, let's try this. Okay, yeah, let's try not to get the attention of Buddy Boy. What's funny about this guy is if you break line of sight for long enough, he'll actually just de-aggro. In a second, he should walk back over there. Yep. He should be de-aggroed now. Wonder if I can, like, walk around him. Moto Life, hello. Ah. Couldn't quite get away. I always do this a bit too early, so, like, I can't ever actually fight them straight up. What is he doing? Why is he just standing there? I'll wait him out if he wants to do that. It's a shame I can't use the Reiterpallash's main gimmick. Because if I do, I get Buddy Boy's attention, and that I do not want. Yeah, okay. So I just have to fight this guy. Bro, come on. This guy is so annoying. I might not can do this with the Reiterpallasch. It just doesn't. Oh my god. It just does not do enough damage. Super armor. God, Rifle Spear Hunter is always the worst enemy in the run. He is specifically meant to be annoying. And he can just super armor through everything. His gunshot just super armors through literally everything. I'm not doing this right now. I'm not doing this right now. I'll come back later when the Reiterpallasch actually does damage. I'm just not doing it right now. I don't feel like it. The Reiterpallasch just doesn't do enough damage to kill him. Where's our mod? Exodus, I don't know if I don't think he's here. He's not here right now. I don't know where, what time it is in his area, but he's not here. But yeah. I can't do that right now, though. I just can't. Reiterpallasch doesn't do enough damage. Rifle Spear guy has too much super armor, and Reiterpallasch doesn't do enough poise damage or enough damage to take him down. So we'll just have to leave Rifle Spear guy for later. Skill issues, excuses? I mean, not really. I mean, if I had a weapon that did even a little bit more stagger damage, he wouldn't be that bad, because I could just interrupt his gunshots, but with the Reiterpallasch, you just can't do that. There's a few weapons that can interrupt him. Reiterpallasch, Blades of Mercy, Threaded Cane probably can't do it either. That's the three I know of off the top of my head that just can't interrupt him. What am I doing? I can sell the doll set, I guess. Because actually, Nitrous guy is going to be tough as well because he has the shield. He has the shield, and the Reiterpallasch is just going to bounce off of his shield. I can't actually like hit him through it. So Nitrous guy is also going to be really annoying because of that stupid shield. Yeah, 149. Terrible. My damage just ain't there right now. I'm also probably going to have to save Let me see. Why does white fluids come out of the doll, Garmin? Hey, he says you can use the doll if it pleases you. But, yeah. I'm probably not even going to be able to do Old Hunter Henrik right now, which sucks because I think if I enter the Forbidden Woods without killing Henrik, it turns Eileen aggressive. So I need to kill Henrik before I go to the Forbidden Woods. It's just the Reiterpallasch just does not do enough damage. I don't know how easy that's going to be. The Reiterpallasch just is not particularly strong. Like, its main gimmick is tricking it into a gun, right? Like, the really strong thing you can do is, like, 3 R1s and then transforming attack, because the transforming attack is a gunshot. So, any, like, fast retaliation they do after those 3 hits, you'll parry. That's the gimmick. But it doesn't really work that well on NPC hunters because they get a lot of super armor on their stuff. Amelia is also going to be a disaster. I see 7 brothers, yet they do not speak. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they are silent. See, I know why Yaram isn't here, or I don't know why Exodus isn't here. For Yaram, it's still early. It's like 9 o'clock for Yaram right now, I think. So he's not here for that. And there's Exodus. Exodus, it's like 5 or 6 o'clock for him right now, I think. He might be working though. Oh, I can fire paper this thing? Does not hit very hard. Okay. I would say the weapon's doing good here, but I'm not gonna lie. The fire paper is what's doing a lot of the work. Oh. Oh, I missed it. Ow. So she's gonna try to heal soon. Yep. Let's heal just in case. $60 damage, that's not a lot. Ta-da! That was easier than I thought it'd be. I predicted that to be much worse. Chat, if you may, if feet makes you sway in time of need, the feet guide our way. Indeed. The feet joke from those God of War streams are gonna persist for all eternity. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I had a lot of cold blood I didn't use. Let me go use that, I guess. Use enough insight to make the mad one spawn in Hemwick. Yeah, those feet jokes from that God of War stream, I swear. When we're doing another Souls marathon, there is no Souls marathon. I was going to like stream them all, but then I think I got like busy with work or whatever, because my work schedule, like, it's not consistent. It just varies. Like, for example, this week, next week, and the week after, I don't work very much, so I'm going to stream and edit a lot during these days, but after that, like, I can't promise exactly how the schedule's going to work out. I'll get that up to 15 just to soothe that. Okay, and now we'll do another point in skill. I gotta get this damage up, man. I'll use enough insight to make the mad ones spawn in. That'll make them spawn. Okay, now we'll go do Hemwick, I guess. POV, he works an entire month. It's happened. Alright, let's go to Hemwick. Yeah, it's happened before. I mean, I've had months where I worked like 27 out of 31 days or something like that. But then I've also had months where I worked 10 days out of the month, so it just varies. POV, he's a Chinese kid. Nah, I'm very white. I'm extremely white. I'm a short white dude. Hello, Yaram. Oh, isn't it a little bit early for you? Well, at least we got one of the mods in here. I don't know where Exodus is. I might could message him on Discord. He's probably up right now. Probably. I don't know. Like I said, he might be working though, because he hasn't messaged me, and usually he messages me in the morning. Alright, the mad one should be spawning in. I gotta find some drip to go with the Reiterpallasch. The Reiterpallasch is a very fancy weapon. I have to find some appropriate drip. It's quite the introduction you gave him there, Drago. Yep, they're here. Okay, well, let me see. Okay, let me kill you. Oh, I couldn't shoot him in time. This weapon gets pretty decent rally, I gotta say. Come on now, get over here. Get away from Buddy Boy. What? How is that not a parry? Come on now. Oh, that's their run animation. They're not attacking when they run like that. That's just how they run. Okay, that makes sense why I didn't parry there. Okay, that's fine. I do not have a lot of experience against these things. I do not fight them very often at all. There we go. This is like maybe only the 5th playthrough I've done where I fight the mad ones. Because usually I come to Hemwick before Amelia. I come here during the evening, not during night. So I don't have a ton of experience against the mad ones. So he's gonna live that. Mad ones have a lot of health. Okay. I don't know if he would live it. Nope. Just dropped by to say the Bloodborne remaster is real. Is it really? I'll have to report on that tonight. Just realized they copy and pasted they copy pasted the mad ones directly for Elden Ring. It's not the only thing they copy pasted, man. I'll tell you that much. Speaking of which, I have been talking with Exodus. Once I finish FF7 Remake and I can get it off my PS5's hard drive, so I am going to 100% stream it the whole way through. So I'm a little bit excited for that. You know, I don't have a ton of experience with Elden Ring. Die. You know, I'm decent at Bloodborne. I'm a god at Sekiro, but I have like next to no experience in Elden Ring. Although I was okay at Dark Souls 3, so that means I'm good at Elden Ring. Or that means I'm decent at Elden Ring. Because it's the same game. Elden Ring is just Dark Souls 4. That's all it is. Which is why I didn't like it. Also, guys, if you haven't seen my profile picture on Discord, it's a thick grape. Really now. Is it like those radishes in that one Dragon Ball episode? No one's gonna remember that, actually. It's from that thing, Yo Son Goku and his friends return. Like, they're picking radishes, I think. And Master Roshi pulls up, like, a radish with, like, a supermodel body. It is hilarious. I'm overstocked on bullets. Wow, what a sniper. He actually hit me from down there. Nope. Twin shards. Hello. That's a good drop. Yo Son Goku and his friends return and One Piece crossover are both entirely better than Super. Yes. A based opinion. Finally, I found one. I hate Dragon Ball Super, man. I hate it. Like, it says a lot that I love GT significantly more than Super. The Reiterpallasch parry looks so cool. Looks just like so confident. Despite me not knowing what I'm doing. See, that's the good thing about like the Reiterpallasch. This is a weapon I can look good at, like, without knowing half of what I'm doing. Yeah, I can tell the stream's chugging a bit on my phone here. The stream's chugging a bit. It'll be better in like 30 minutes because then everybody's leaving my house for like 4 hours. So then it'll get better. For right now, I'm having to share the bandwidth though. Yeah, in like 30 minutes though, everyone's gonna be gone, so the stream will tighten up a bit. It won't lag nearly as bad. Super is fine. I mean, there ain't bone my feet, but man, I mean, I just don't like Superman. Like, the Battle of Gods movie is peak. It is like the best Dragon Ball movie by far, and then the arc sucks. The arc in the anime is trash. The Resurrection F movie is trash, and then the arc is somehow worse. And the U6 versus U7 arc is fun, but it's only really decent, like, when they fight Frost, I think. That's when it starts to pick up. And then there is the Goku Black arc, which is the worst arc in all of Dragon Ball, like, by far. Like, it makes the Moro arc and Granola arc look like Shakespeare. Tournament of Power was okay, but dragged on way too long. Moro started out good and ended terrible. Granola started out okay and ended not great. I think it's better than the Moro arc, but... And there is the that midway like filler arc with Goten and Trunks before Superhero in the manga. That was really good. That was a great arc. It was the best Super has been. It's the best arc in Super. The Broly movie was fantastic. I think it's a little overrated, but the Broly movie was really good, and Superhero was, I think, better than Broly. I thought Superhero was great. Stradeus got me into Dragon Ball. Didn't tell me about the movies. I just watched the anime version. He's evil for that. Dude, the Battle of Gods movie is peak. Straight up at its peak. And the Broly movie and Superhero were both really good. Although I'm a Superhero lover, and maybe it's because I'm a Piccolo fan. Like Piccolo and Android 17 are just my two favorites in Dragon Ball, but I really loved Superhero. I'll shoot you for a second. I thought I was just losing my mind. Every clip I saw of the art just looked infinitely better than what I actually saw. Yeah, it's like the main Battle of Gods arcs issues like don't stop at animation. Like it's also just told not nearly as good. Like if I had to say something that was good, Goku stays in God form significantly longer, which is really cool. Like he stays in God form for a while in the anime version, but it's just a shame that it sucks. That's just kind of the issue. Yeah, he's in God form for longer, but it's a shame that it just sucks. Right, that's kind of the issue. And then there's the Resurrection F arc, which does literally, like, there is no redeeming qualities about the Resurrection F arc over the movie. Like, the movie looks better, the movie is told better, even though the movie sucks, it looks better and is told better than the arc. I know a lot of people say, like, oh, Tagoma didn't get blasted out of the airlock in the anime, and we got to see Ginyu come back, but it's like, okay, what did Ginyu do? Like, up until the Tournament of Power, I thought the manga was doing a really good job at fixing Super's issues. Like, it made, like, the Battle of Gods arc and Resurrection F arc wasn't terrible. The U6 versus U7 arc wasn't terrible. The manga Goku Black arc was actually really good, I thought. And then the Tournament of Power just... It just sunk it. It killed it. When they gave Master Roshi Ultra Instinct, I checked out. And then the Moro arc sucked, and the Granola arc sucked. Goku's Ultra Instinct Susanoo. I got 11 people watching. Dang. Crazy. Aha, you fool. You miscalculated. This does a lot of thrust attacks. I don't think in terms of thrust, I doubt it's stronger than the church pick, but it's still really good. Does a lot of thrusts. Okay, if I time that better, I can definitely catch him on a parry on that attack. Oh, I was like a second too late. If I'd been like a fraction of a second sooner, I would have got that shot off and parried. That's so sad. I almost did something really cool. Oh yeah, I have Pebbles maxed out. Thank you, Cum Chalice. I never used the Cum Chalice for levels, I just used it for consumables. And for drip, like if I decide to get drip. I use it on that. Nope. Let's do that real quick. So remember when I first fought the final boss and without knowing that was happening. Also, you have to swap to DBZ Dokkan battle updates. Dude, the God Goku Dokkan Fest that got announced last night was super hype. Come on. Thanks. OMG. Hello, Griffith. Yes, Griffith, we are talking about the hit mobile game Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. How did you notice? Oh, he's invincible during that part. That bullet would have hit him. He must be, like, intangible. What, is there some Drago and Griffith beef I don't know about? There should be a Wandering Madness right here. Yeah. Oh, seriously? Where's he at? Where did he get off to? What? How did this happen? What? How is that mad one stuck in the ceiling? I've never played Bloodborne 4 and really want to, but I don't know if I should wait. Master play the original. Here's the thing. If you think PlayStation has other things that you want to play, like if you want to play Ragnarok, if you want to play like the new Final Fantasies, the Spider-Man games, whatever, then yeah, get a PlayStation. Like, because it's going to take years for that stuff to go to PC. But if you think you can wait on the hope they will remember Bloodborne, you can wait. Alternatively, PS4 Pros are not that expensive these days. Yeah, PS4 Pros are not that expensive. Is the stream lagging or is it just my phone's playback of it? I can't tell. There's a mad one up there and I can't get to him. Let me see. Where is he at? I can... Can I shoot him? No. You want to play The Last of Us Remastered or Remake? Okay. I would say... Like, okay, so I can hit him. In no conceivable way is The Last of Us Remake worth $70. This is... you're on max copium if you think so. Like, I'm not saying you do, Dusty, but I'm saying anyone who thinks that a texture pack is worth $70 is crazy. I would not be caught dead spending $70 on a texture pack. And like, I really like The Last of Us Remastered, right? Like, I played that game, I think like 5 times I played that game, but like, dude, you would not ever catch me spending $70 on a texture pack. It would not happen. Especially for a game that like still looks decent and runs in 4K or 1440 60 FPS on PS5. Like, you're crazy. But Remastered is also dated too and feels like a classic at this point. I mean, if Remastered is dated, then so is the remake. Because the remaster still looks good, and the remake plays the exact same as the remaster. Like, it's the exact same gameplay from the ground up entirely. Nothing has changed. So, if Remastered is dated, then the remake is also dated in the year 2022. Or 2023 right now. The remake is already dated. Like, when you remake a game that isn't even 10 years old yet, and don't change any of the combat, just the graphics, you failed at a remake. Time to go back to the drawing board. I keep Naughty Dog under constant scrutiny, man, because like everyone likes to say they're the best in the industry. So what do? I hold them at the standard that they should do everything very well, and when they don't, I'm on top of them. Naughty Dog they're just not that good, right? That's the thing. They're just not that good. And Neil Druckmann is an absolute hack. That too. Drago Berserk fell off when the homoerotic interactions between Guts and Griffith at the start of the Golden Age fell off. But yeah, I will die on the hill that Naughty Dog is like a B-tier developer, and Neil Druckmann is a hack. What am I saying? You're someone who played yourself with gameplay? Well, yes, because gameplay is the most important part of any video game. If your game is not fun to play, then you have failed at making a video game. Now that said, games like Death Stranding, despite the fact I don't think it's a good video game, I can respect the creative vision of what he was trying to do there. Right? Like, I'm not that crazy. Like, do I think Death Stranding is a good video game? Not particularly, but I respect the creative vision of what he was trying to do. But if your game is not fun to play, then you have failed at making a video game. Like, I just like gameplay to be. I thought about debunking the hate for The Last of Us Part 2. I'm not a Last of Us Part 2 hater. I just see it for what it is, right? That's my thing. Like, is the gameplay significantly better than the first? Yes, obviously so. The problem is it's not so much better that the game being twice as long as the first saves it, right? Like, the gameplay gets just as tiring as the first games does because it's twice as long as the first with not enough improvement. And that's like my issue with the gameplay of Part 2. Yes, it's better, but because the game is twice as long as the first, like, it feels the exact same because you feel the exact same way you did in Part 1 with the gameplay. You feel tired of it. You feel like you've just been doing the same thing forever and ever and ever. Oh, I missed that. There we go. Oh, really? Okay, hold on a second. I'm getting distracted by those people up there. Oh wow, that is a huge jump. Unparryable Ulrich is at it again. I hated The Last of Us 2 because they make you play as Abby for 20 hours, so I was just trying to speedrun to get back to Ellie. Like, that wasn't even the thing with me. I didn't even like Ellie at the end of that. Like, dude, straight up, Ellie is the most unlikable character ever. Literally ever. Like, gameplay does not always matter like Hellblade and Telltale games. I mean, Telltale games aren't really games. They are interactive. They are slightly interactive movies. And Hellblade is fun, like, and even here's the thing, right? Gameplay doesn't have to just be combat. That's the thing. Gameplay doesn't have to just be combat, but what makes Hellblade fun is the gameplay with the puzzles, right? You use the what is it? The psychosis and stuff on puzzles, right? And that's what makes Hellblade's gameplay loop fun. You have these really cool puzzles. Some of them are cool. Those rune puzzles suck, but the rest of them are fun. And that's the thing. Like, your gameplay doesn't have to just be combat, but when your main gameplay feature is combat and your combat is not fun, you have failed at making a video game. Bloodborne needs more QTEs? No, it doesn't. That's one thing I don't like what I'm seeing from Final Fantasy 16. As hyped as I am for that game, those QTEs make me want to vomit. Let me see here. But yeah, like, back to what that dude was saying. I hated The Last of Us 2 because they make you play as Abby for 20 hours. That didn't bother me. Like, I didn't even like Ellie by the end of that game at all. I just did not care. But I also didn't like Abby. I liked one section of that game. It was the section where you're with Abby and you go with Lev, like, to get some medicine for Yara or whatever. Like, I really liked that. That was a really good section of the game. It was the only really good section of the game. But everything else, like, the characters suck. They're all just one-dimensional. They don't matter in the slightest. Big Schnoz pretty much just goes along with whatever Ellie has to say. No questions asked. Ellie could say, "Yo, Dina, we should go burn down that orphanage. I feel like would get me closer to revenge." She'd be like, "Oh, word?" Yeah, the characters suck, the story sucks, and like, here's the thing. I'm not mad that Joel died in The Last of Us Part 2. Joel had to die, 100%. He could not get away with what he did. Joel 100% needed to die. However, you you literally don't need to. You don't need to do that to it. You don't need to disrespect such a beloved character in such a huge way just because, like, oh, he deserved it, man. It's like, no, like, this character means a lot to a lot of people, and just getting rid of him like that on the grounds of, well, he deserved it, man, and then getting mad at people when they disagree with that ending, like what do you want people to do? And honestly, I don't think that The Last of Us Part 2 would rub me the wrong way the way it does if it wasn't for Neil Cuckman just being so upset about everything. Like, the second somebody dares to question his creative vision, like, the second someone even dares to question it, he immediately flies all the way back into, oh, they're just haters, they're misogynists, they're homophobes, they're transphobes, everything like that. Like, he cannot take criticism to save his life. He is literally incapable of taking constructive criticism. And that is the problem with Neil Druckmann. He's incapable of it. On an IP that isn't even his, by the way. The Last of Us is not his IP. That's what's so crazy about the way he acts. Like, it's not... He acts this way about an IP that isn't even his. I'm glad I'm in the Witches of Hemwick fight while I talk about this, because I don't have to focus, I just have to run around and find them. Is this her? Oh, that's the other one. Okay, good. Dina at the end did not want to go to did not want Ellie to go to Santa Barbara to kill Ellie. That's because Abby, that's because she had a kid. That's entirely different. Like, they had a kid. That's the reason why. Dina says, Ellie, we have a kid now. You don't need to be doing that. Yada yada yada. And she didn't want her to go, and that's good. Like, any normal human being would say, yeah, like, you have a kid now. You don't need to go do that. That's entirely different. The Last of Us 1 was good because of the co-director Bruce Straley. He kept Neil's BS in check. There's a lot of things that made The Last of Us 1 good that 2 just didn't do very well. And even the show, like, I think the show is a good adaptation. I don't think it's a great adaptation. I think it's a good adaptation. I have a lot of issues with the show. And before anyone says, no, episode 3 isn't one of them. No, I really liked episode 3. Despite the Bill level being my favorite level from the game, I really liked episode 3. It was great. Episode 7 was terrible, though. It was trash. A sec. Okay, sorry about that. Ellie has some sort of rampage disorder, if you actually analyze her character in Part 2 and who she is. I mean, she like, the problem with her Ellie's character in Part 2 is she's entirely different from the way she is in Part 1. She's not even the same character. That's my issue. Like, she's just super unlikable. She's not even the same character anymore. You did away with the one thing that really held Part 1 together, which was Ellie and Joel. You completely threw that away in favor of a basic revenge plot. Here's what you have to know about me. I'm stubborn. I refuse to give Naughty Dog any credit because I think they deserve no credit. That's the thing. Like, what really great games have they made? They made Jak and Daxter, which was like, all the Jak games were really solid, I think. A lot of them were. And then The Last of Us 1 was great. It was fantastic. And then Uncharted 1, 2, 3, 4... and Lost Legacy. Well, no, Uncharted 1 is terrible. Ages like milk. Uncharted 1 is absolute trash. That game is awful. Straight up. But what's this? That's good. Oh, that's even better. Oh, I know that. No, I can't do that. This thing doesn't have a ton of durability as is. But yeah, like Uncharted 1 is terrible, and then the rest are good, right? But they're not great. That's the thing. Like, my issue is people like to pretend that Naughty Dog is the end-all, be-all of the industry. When they're not. They are just straight up not. There are a ton of devs that do the same things better. They do shooting better, they do stealth better, they do level design better, they do fist combat better. They do everything better than Naughty Dog. Hey, that'll do. 25 skill. My viscerals are going to be hitting hard by the time I'm done with this run. What's 1 plus 1? 76, obviously. Come on, War Master. Come back with a hard question next time. I guess I should probably do Parl next. Yeah, I guess we should do Parl. Turn my mic sensitivity down for a second. Yeah. In the next, like, 10-15 minutes, the stream shouldn't be experiencing any more lag, because everybody will be gone for the rest of the day, so... Stream shouldn't experience any more lag then. I don't have to share the bandwidth anymore. Oh, I guess I could do Henrik, right? Yeah, I'll go ahead and try Henrik. If I die, it's whatever. Eileen should be here, yeah. Okay. Let's see if I can kill Henrik. I don't know if I can, to be honest. This dude's tough. Like, Henrik is tough normally, but, like, the real issue is this thing just does not do any damage. I bet this thing's really good against Kin, though, because of all these thrust attacks. Alright, let's see. Dude, this is going to be tough. Henrik is going to be very difficult. He is not going to go down particularly easy. 240, 214, that is not a lot. Oh. Haha, thank you, Eileen. Made me mad of, Abby and Owen having sex with Abby, thought that would fix her problems. And she had a nightmare of Lev and Yara and realized that she couldn't leave them behind. That scene, I think it was unnecessary, but like I wouldn't like. I know a lot of people like to trash that scene as if it's what ruined the game. It's like, no, that's definitely not what ruined the game. There were a lot of there was a lot of factors that contributed to The Last of Us Part 2 coming out as rough as it did. That isn't one of them. It was definitely a random scene that wasn't particularly good, and I did not enjoy it, that's for sure. But, however, it is not like the worst thing in the game. Far from it. Is Last of Us your favorite game, or are you just mad at bad takes? Oh, hello, Exodus. I've had a massive ice pick that felt like a curved sword. Like, you have to know about me with The Last of Us Part 2. I'm stubborn, right? Like, I'm not gonna... I'm very stubborn and bullheaded. I'm not to the... It's not to the point where it's unable to convince me of something, but to the point where I have my own opinions and it's hard to get me to budge on them. Because rest assured, with my opinions, I have thought them out very, very much so. And unnecessary how so? Like, do I really need to explain to you why it's not necessary to have a very masculine looking woman getting absolutely drilled by a not particularly masculine looking man in a game that is about zombies? Like, do I really have to explain that? Mr. Ethos, denier of simps, demolisher of no fat, maestro of strength. Like, I don't hate The Last of Us Part 2 for petty reasons. I have my reasons, and I've thought them out very well. I'm not someone who's super petty and says, oh, I don't like it because it had so much gay representation, or it had trans characters, or it had a trans character because Manny was also secretly bi. Oh my god, it's just so much representation. Like, no, that doesn't bother me. Not in the slightest bit. 0%. Like, Yara and Lev are, I think, probably my favorite characters in the game. Besides Joel and Tommy. They're a given. But, like, Yara and Lev were great. So I don't hate the game for something petty. I hate the game because I have a lot of very valid criticisms of it. Like, if you want to see every single criticism I have with this game, look up Purposeless Rabbit Holes, exclusive takes, The Last of Us Part 2. Straight up. Like, he hits every nail on the head. He articulates it very, very well. Okay, did no one know I changed my name? I knew. Although I guess that doesn't really count for particularly much. Yes. Do an attack, would you please? I forget, that attack's very delayed. Come on now, do something. Appreciate that. Man, my viscerals are doing some damage now, ain't they? Jesus. One hit him with the visceral. I forget how to parry that kick, man. That'll do. That's Moon Rune. That's pretty good. Did I grab the Air Rune from Henrik? I really hope I grabbed it. Yeah, I did. We can do a double stream of RE7 or Village sometimes. Well, we're almost done with 7. Yeah, we're nearly done with that. Speaking of which, RE7 this evening, Exodus? Or this evening for me, morning for you? I had to take a break from editing the No Sword video yesterday because I had a migraine the entire day. I took like 6 aspirin, man. I just couldn't get rid of it. I took like 6 aspirin, couldn't get rid of it. Then at the end of the day, I took a Tylenol PM and just went to bed. I said, I can't do this anymore. I got tired of fighting with it. I'll tell you, dude, migraines are the literal worst thing ever. Like, when you get a migraine, it is like impossible to get rid of it. I do want to beat that game. It's fun. Resident Evil 7 is super fun. At the end of the day, all the criticism and not the last part 2 does not agree with what happened in certain. Hello, y'all. Like, I'm not saying that in The Last of Us Part 2, like, she should have just taken everything on the chin and moved on with her life. Like, no. Obviously, you should go after Joel, but it's like, go after the people that killed Joel, but it's like, literally every event that happened is so contrived and relies on every character being a complete idiot to make happen. Is Bloodborne life? Well, given that this is my 26th playthrough, I would say probably so, yes. And I want to be clear, I don't have an issue with anyone liking The Last of Us Part 2. You like The Last of Us Part 2? That's great. I'm so happy for you. My issue is when they start to say, no, you have to say that The Last of Us Part 2 is the greatest thing of all time. This is the best video game. Naughty Dog is the peak of game design. There is no arguing this. Like, no. Naughty Dog has very clear flaws, and so does their games. That's my issue. If you love The Last of Us Part 2, that's fantastic. I'm happy for you. More power to you. But the second people start trying to say everyone has to love this game that has very clear flaws, then no. Then I question your sanity. I mean, that's like my favorite game ever is Final Fantasy 15, just because of what it means to me, right? It means a lot to me. However, that said, I do not think by any stretch of the imagination that everyone should love that game. That game deserves a lot of the criticism it gets. There are only 2 games I would classify as flawless. Like, I would say I think Bloodborne is flawless, and I think Final Fantasy VII, the original, is flawless. I think both games are just peak, straight up. I love the thrust attacks with this thing. Nope. I know, right? I'm hyped that Bloodborne came out. Yeah, we are closer to the 10-year anniversary of Bloodborne than we are the 5-year anniversary. That's crazy. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. Are we? No, we're not. No. When did this game come out again? Was it 2014 or 20... Was it 2014 or 2015 that this game came out? I don't remember. I didn't play Bloodborne on launch, so I don't really know. Uncharted was fun. Uncharted 1, I'm sure back in the day was really good. I didn't play that until very recently, and I thought that game sucked. Like, that game does not age particularly well. I stopped caring about reviews, and if you were to pay attention to reviews, it's like... Let me see. Oh, I can sell that for quite a bit. Like, I like reviews from certain people that I know I share opinions with. For example, I share a lot of opinions with, let me think of some. Like, Tyrone Magnus. I share a lot of opinions with Tyrone Magnus. Like, he's a very based individual, I must say. Who is somebody else that I usually share opinions with? Not Skill Up. I definitely don't share a lot of my opinions with Skill Up. Thief's End was peak as well as Uncharted 3. I played 1, 2, part of 2, I mean part of 3, and part of 4. And I didn't play Lost Legacy. Like, Uncharted 2, I think, is still a good game. I played that, and I thought that game was still really solid. I played Uncharted 1, and I thought that was trash. Like, the level design in Uncharted 1 is bad, the platforming is bad, the combat is bad. The game still looks good. That's a compliment I can give to it. The game still looks really good. Ow. There we go. Alright then. I didn't realize I was sub to you, but I'm happy I am. Hey, I appreciate that. We're on the daily Bloodborne remaster update stuff, man. I'm gonna be doing it forever. Probably forever. I'm almost past Mordecai. In 10 days, I will be at Mordecai's time. I mean, Uncharted 1 is an old game and a completely new IP for Naughty Dog. It'll be the same if I say Kingsfield is bad, one from Software's earliest games. That reminds me we're approaching 2.5. Yeah. Yep, we're getting close to Luke. Coming back for part 2 of his glorious Bloodborne playthrough. He hasn't touched this game since then, so like... I also made a motto to add on the thumbnail. What do you mean? Any game of the years that got snubbed? What do you mean? Like, Bloodborne 6 update win? Hey, we can only hope, man. What do you mean any game of the years that got snubbed? Like, let me think. In 2018, I think Red Dead 2 should have beat out God of War. I mean, I think it's just a better game. In 2020, I think FF7 Remake or Ghost of Tsushima should have won. Well, that was just a really pat year for games now that I think about it. Doom Eternal, FF7 Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Just a really pat year. Even though I didn't like Ghost of Tsushima. That game it just won't for me, man. Just was not my thing. Yeah. In 2019, Sekiro got it, 100% deserved. 2018, I think Red Dead 2 should have got it. I mean, it got everything else. Hades is definitely one. Hades was good. Yeah. GTA is overrated, agreed. You want to play Armored Core? I've never played an Armored Core game. Ghost of Tsushima and Bloodborne would be the only reason for me to buy a PlayStation. Ghost of Tsushima is fun for, like, the first 20 hours. And then the second 20, I hated it. It's like, the game never feels like it evolves. Like, in the first hour, you pretty much find out what you're going to be doing for the next 39 hours. And that's kind of what made Ghost of Tsushima boring for me. Like, I really liked it at first, and then towards the end, I just... when The Witcher 3 came out, there was no way that Bloodborne was going to win Game of the Year. I have not beaten The Witcher 3. I got like 40 hours in, and I realized like I had barely gotten... So I still haven't beaten that, but from what I've played, Bloodborne seems better. And maybe that's just because like I'm not as big on open world games at all these days. I still haven't played Witcher 3. I need to, though. GTA Versely, not overrated. Let me see. Bloodborne couldn't compete. I mean, I think it's better. I think it's just better. This is gonna be tough. Yeah, the camera beast is actually gonna be kind of tough here. Is he? Maybe not. No. Okay, I got it. I was worried I wouldn't have the damage to stagger him, but I do. Okay, yeah, this is cake. This is cake. God. He's a punching bag. Yeah, I was worried the Reiterpallasch wouldn't have the damage to stagger him. Did I even get hit? I didn't, did I? Did I just no-hit Parl? Let me look back at this footage. Remember the glitch part in my video for... Really? it made it hold up on the rendering? Did I just, like... Did I no-hit Parl? I did. That's tough. That's tough. I did just no-hit Parl. That's hilarious. GTA is a great series, especially 4. However, I'll say that the online is fine at first, but it's just a shark card fiesta nonsense. Highest that you trash amounts of money. Yeah, I would definitely say GTA 4 was really, really good. I didn't even finish it. I think I got like 60 hours in GTA 4. And then like I realized I was only like halfway through, and I just quit. I was like, I gotta go do something else, man. I can't do this. Did you just say Parl instead of Pearl? That's how it's pronounced, right? It's Parl, right? It's P-A-A-R-L. That's how his name is spelled. No powder keg badge? What do you mean? What do you mean no powder keg badge? I have it already. When's the Bloodborne AR-15 run gonna start? I do plan to do gun only. Did gaming do something to your ego? Might be offensive. Maybe. I don't know. Like, I can't say that, oh yeah, it definitely did, because I've been playing games since I was 3. The first game I can remember playing was Spider-Man back on the PS1. That's the first game I remember playing, and I was like 3 years old when I played that, I think. So I can't really say like, oh, it did something to my ego, because this is just how I've always been. What new game? This is just new game 1. Like, whenever I'm doing different, because, yeah, I don't see you that often. To make it clear, I have beaten this game with almost every single weapon. The only ones I have left, I have to do Reiterpallasch, I have to do Beast Cutter, and I have to do the Threaded Cane. Once I do those 3, I will have beaten this game with every single weapon. We'll do that, sure. I don't think it's gaming in general, just the games we play. Having to start prejudices to the games we'll go to the best. Yeah, like, it's definitely the games that we play. I agree with Mr. Ethos on that one. I will say, my ego definitely got a lot more inflated when I got good at Sekiro. I will 100% say that. Sekiro is definitely responsible for my ego, I believe. I definitely blame Sekiro a little bit. Well, Snorts, I've been playing games since I was in the womb. What are you talking about? It's like DSP? I know DSP snorts all the time. Is this a DSP joke? Let's go kill these 2 hunters out here next to the Grand Cathedral. Then we'll go into the Forbidden Woods. Squirrel Step was the best game. Once you do, we'll get that remaster, I believe. But from software games, 90% better than 90% of AAA games. 100,000 billion %. Dusty, could you copy and paste what you just said and put it in chat again? For some reason, like, I can see it on my PlayStation's display, but I can't see it on my phone's chat. For some reason. It does this with a lot of stuff. Like, it shows up on my PlayStation display for a second, and then then I can't see it in chat for whatever reason. So if you could copy and paste that, and hopefully I see it again. You see, I see you say okay. Okay is in the chat, but what you said before isn't. I don't know why it's not. I'm sorry. It's just I can only see part of it on my PlayStation display, and then it cuts it off after like 2 or 3 lines. And if you don't enjoy Souls games because you're bad at adapting and learning, nothing more. Yeah, I would agree. Never. I platinumed Bloodborne and Sekiro. I mean, yeah, like Mr. Ethos had said. I agree. Like, if someone like does not like a Souls game, it's most likely for the reason that they're not great at adapting and learning as the game goes on, is the thing. And I am a vehement believer that these games do not need a difficulty slider at all. For no reason at all do they need a difficulty slider. Oh, that's a bit better. See, now this damage I'm a bit happier with. Mass Effect 2 is better than Skyrim. I have played neither. I will take your word for it. I played like 30 minutes of Skyrim and didn't like it. Maybe it's just because I don't like Bethesda games in general. Blood level 4 is pretty easy with gem farming. I've never done Blood level 4. Oh, wait. What am I doing? I'm such a filthy casual. Why am I parrying with my pistol when I can parry with this? A living real life situation. If you're being an asshole, sec. I'm chipping away at that shield health, buddy. I'm stuck on Lawrence on Blood level 4. I would lose my sanity on Blood level 4. I'm not gonna say I couldn't do it, but I'm gonna say I definitely don't want to do it. The only game I think I could do at level 1 is Sekiro. Like Sekiro without ever upgrading your attack power, your health, or your or like buying any skills. I think I could do that. I mean, for God's sakes, I beat Sekiro without ever using my sword. Hold on a sec. Okay, hold on a sec. Let me. There you go. Yeah, I beat Sekiro without ever using my sword, so I think I could handle literally anything else. If I can do that, I can do literally any Sekiro challenge run. I cannot wait for that video to go up. Yeah, I did. No attacks, no blocks, no deflects, no lightning redirects, no sword arts, no combat art, no sword arts, no mortal draw, no anti-air death blows, no stealth death blows, no prosthetic follow-ups that use the sword. If you check my community tab, you'll see that I'm actually doing a video about my experiences on that run. In fact, in the latest daily update, there's a clip from the video that I used for the footage for it, just as a little teaser. I basically beat the whole game with either prosthetics, items, praying strikes, and jumping on people's heads, essentially. I'm making like a Baron's Castle Yimfa style challenge video with it. Yeah, on my community tab you can see the thumbnail, How to No Sword Sekiro. Oh wow, that's a... Alright, we'll just kill you. Gotta make sure I can hit Homeboy over here. And get those Wandering Madnesses. What was the drama for Doom? I actually don't know what he's talking about either. I need to finish Doom Eternal. I still haven't done it. The music? Oh, the Doom music is great. Yeah. Both the Doom games have really good music. What genre of music do I listen to? Everything. Literally, I can't nail it down for you because I listen to everything. I listen to a little bit of rap. I listen to jazz. I listen to funk. I listen to metal. I listen to stuff from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. What is it? God, I listen to so much everything. Classical music, video game music, like everything. I listen to a little bit of everything. My Spotify For You page is a nightmare. It has no idea what to recommend to me. Alright, now we're good to go into the woods. Oh, what did Bethesda do to Mick Gordon? By wearing a Nirvana, not knowing who Kurt Cobain is. If I've listened to Nirvana, I didn't know it was Nirvana. I don't know that I've ever listened to them. Like I said, if I have listened to Nirvana, I just heard a song and didn't know it was Nirvana. I know of Nirvana, but I've never listened to Nirvana, I don't think. These days, I've been stuck down a memory lane of sorts with some old music. Like lately, I've been listening to, what are some of them? What You Won't Do for Love. I've been listening to like Time in a Bottle, some old Michael Jackson stuff. I've just been listening to everything lately. I say it just depends. My music taste varies very often. I don't listen to much modern music, I'll say that. Like, the only modern music I listen to, really, is, I think Emotional Oranges makes good stuff. Besides them, I don't listen to much modern stuff. I know I saw a lot of people get mad that Doom Eternal's music didn't get best soundtrack in 2020, but I will say it was unfair. Doom Eternal, like, Mick Gordon, he's great, but he was going up against Nobuo Uematsu, making FF7 Remakes music, the legendary composer himself. Bro was literally going up against Nobuo Uematsu. So, like, that was never fair to begin with. That was never going to be fair. Oh, I'm not. Oh, the weapon isn't tricked. I thought I had it tricked. There we go. But yeah, like I think 7 Remake clearly had the best soundtrack of 2020. It was either 7 Remake or Ori. Ori and the Will of the Wisps had a really good soundtrack. I really like both 7 Remake and Ori's. Yeah, like you're a huge Deftoner. Do I even know what that is? I don't know if I do. You should read Mick Gordon's response to the drama 2 years later. It's almost professional comeback. Do you have a link for it? If you put it in chat, I'll read it on stream. You'll go grab the link? Okay, yeah, I'll read it on stream for you. The band Deftones and your stream is delayed. Yeah, I know. Yep, I'm aware that the stream is delayed, but like, brother, I run this whole operation off of satellite internet. All right, I do the best I can. Sadly, what I have is literally the best thing I can get where I live. So it sucks, I know, but it's literally the best I got. What kind of drip do I want for this? I think I might get like the Canehurst, like some kind of Canehurst set. Do you have an Ethernet? I mean, my router is like my room is like so far away from the router is the issue. Like another reason why it sucks is because my room is so far away from the central router and modem. I have to use a Linksys Wi-Fi repeater, and my PS5 is connected to the Wi-Fi repeater because the normal one is so far away. So that's why the stream lags and why stuff takes forever to upload and whatever. I just can't help it.
Hello, good hunter. I am honored and you too.
Yeah, I'm a Wi-Fi warrior. Did you hear about Elon's satellite Wi-Fi company? Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about upgrading to that because Viasat's killing me. Like I said, what I have besides Elon's internet is literally the best thing I can get. Get a power line adapter, which is what I use. Oh, waiting for the reading. Oh, is it in Discord? Let me go check. There it is. Let me read it. Let me read it. This statement is issued in response to id Software Studio director Marty Stratton's Doom Eternal OST open letter published on Reddit May 5th, 2020. Marty lied about the circumstances surrounding the Doom Eternal soundtrack and used disinformation and innuendo to blame me entirely for its failure. Afterwards, he offered me a six-figure settlement to never speak about it. As far as I'm concerned, the truth is more important. Marty's Reddit post severely impacted both my professional and personal reputation. In releasing this statement, I am exercising my right to defend myself. It is a defense, not an unprovoked attack. Issued with extreme reluctance only after all other attempts to resolve the matter have failed. Man, Aiden Ross could never read this. This statement is not an excuse for a hate campaign. Acts of hate dished out online won't result in any positive change. In fact, it only makes things worse. Points of note. My response is lengthy and detailed to prevent vague statements from turning into rumors and speculation. This statement is a direct response to Marty's false accusations, and I will not name anyone outside those mentioned in his open letter. To maintain the anonymity of others, I have used collective nouns such as management, id Software, and Bethesda to distinguish conversations between different teams. However, collective nouns should not be interpreted as a general attack on any group as a whole. This statement does not reflect the overwhelmingly positive, successful relationships I've had with many people and studios under the ZeniMax umbrella. The games I worked on and the people behind them remain dear to my heart. I work as a contractor. I am not a staff employee and do not work from any client's office. I am isolated from the development team, living and working in a country on the other side of the planet. I rarely visit studios in person, and communication is maintained through emails and calls. Contracts are integral. Nothing happens without a signed agreement. In-game score. A game score is written specifically for an interactive music system and consists of hundreds, sometimes thousands of short audio files. The game's audio system plays these files in a sequence determined by the player's actions. Video game music contracts. In-game scores are budgeted in minutes. So let me move my phone over here on this side. Yeah, this is a pretty long response. Lead developers calculate the expected length of a score at the beginning of the project and negotiate a per minute rate with the composer, which is written into the game's music contract. Doom Eternal's contract budget was 142 minutes. Iteration, yeah, 14 or so pages. God, dude, Jesus Christ. All right, Drago, I'm gonna hit these broad notes up here, and then we're gonna have to continue with the stream, brother. This is very long. This is very, very long. Okay, iteration. I rewrite the in-game score as much as necessary until the client is happy. Once they are, the client officially approves the final files, calculates the length and deducts the minutes from the game's overall budget, and then pays me accordingly. I am not paid for any rejected music. It is discarded and not to be used. OST, an official soundtrack, is a separate product, and the in-game score is carefully arranged into a linear album to be the most polished representation of the game score. The work is highly involved and falls under a separate contract. Alright. I will read this in my own time, but this is incredible. Alright, I will read this in my own time, Draga. This is an absolute beast of an article. So, Drago, just give me the broad strokes of it, would you please? Like, what exactly did they screw him over on, and what exactly did he do in response? If you can just give me the broad strokes on that, I would appreciate it. So that way I don't have to read the 14 thing. You heard of power line adapters? I have not. Brother, listen, I live out in the south, and literally what I have is the best I can get for now. However, apparently, my state has signed the contract to get fiber optic internet run through my area, like, before 2025. So, in the next year and a half, hopefully, I should have good internet. In other words, by the time we hit day 1000 on the counter, I'll have good internet. How did that miss? How did that shot just completely whiff? It didn't even hit him. Just in time for the remaster, or so we hope. Could you stop throwing oil at me? When you watch the live stream during work? Well, hey, I appreciate it, Luke, all the same. Don't forget, Luke, we are only a few subs, like a few dozen subs away from your return to Bloodborne. For the greatest Bloodborne playthrough of all time to resume. I'm gonna screenshot that right now. What is it doing? Why is my phone, like, crashing? Hold up a second. There we go. Okay. I'm going to screenshot that right now and remember it for later. Because I should be getting income tax soon, so maybe I can just buy it like that. We'll see. Let's see, do we play the level normally or do we take the shortcut? What do we do? Come on now. I can hit this 100 times when I'm not streaming. There we go. Do we take the shortcut or do we play the level normally, lads? What do we do? You have a Wi-Fi router where you live? Well, yeah, like obviously my satellite internet is like to the router, and then the router goes for pretty much over the whole house, like it's Wi-Fi. And then because my room is so far away from the central router, I have a Linksys Wi-Fi repeater set up over here, so I can get proper like or decent Wi-Fi in my room. I love the shortcut. Nah, we'll continue. In case you don't know, this spits you out like right here where the cannon is. If you take that little skip right there, the cannon is right up. You can see him right there. There's the cannon right there. Okay, so Mick Gordon was crunched, and he asked for a contract and got nothing. About a week or less, no 48 hours left before the OST drop. Not in-game music, and Lord Almighty, I cannot summarize. What do you mean? Like, you're doing pretty decent so far, I would say. I mean, listen. As long as you do not make this summarization 14 pages, I would say you succeeded in summarizing it. Oh, why'd you go for a jump attack? Did you screenshot the power line adapter part? I'll just remember that. Dude, why is this not hitting? Is it because I'm shooting from the right hand? I think that's what it is. It's because I'm shooting from the right hand. Yeah, because that did hit. It was just mistimed. It's because I'm shooting from the right, so it just goes over his shoulder. Yeah. I think I'm max on bullets. Yeah. Thank you, Patches. Appreciate that. Durability's still looking good. Have you seen Yinfa's vid on gun only? Like a dozen times. Yes, I have watched that video many times. It's one of my favorite videos on the interwebs. Buying a more expensive one would be a waste of money. I'll just get the $40 one then, yeah. I'll see if I can do something to improve the internet in my room. But yeah, I've watched a lot of Yinfa's videos many times. I've watched Gun Only, I watched Pacifist, I watched Consumable Only, I've watched all of his Elden Ring ones, I watched No Walk, Dark Souls 3, what else have I seen? Like, pretty much any of them he has done on Souls games since the Gun Only video I've watched. Because the Gun Only one was the first one I watched. My buddy who got me into Bloodborne, he's in chat every now and then. Will, he sent that to me and said it was the craziest thing he'd ever seen. And I was like, oh, come on, it can't be that crazy. And then it was pretty cool. Although I think I have definitely, I think that the no sword thing is a bit crazier than Gun Only, I will say. It's maybe not crazier than Pacifist, because the Pacifist run was the most unbelievable thing I've ever seen. Just using the poison rolling glitch the whole time. That is unbelievable. Because, like, the poison rolling glitch is, like, it works, but it is, like, unless you really gem for it really hard, poison rolling is hard to make work. And he just did a whole run with poison rolling. That's commitment. I mean, hey, listen. I beat Sekiro without ever using my sword to deflect, so I think that's about the same level of commitment. I could still deflect, but I had to use the umbrella and could only do it a limited amount of times. Do I like American Psycho? I don't think I've ever seen it. Oh, that thrust damage is pretty good. So Mick had prior asked for a couple months contract because they announced the game's OST with his name without his knowledge. Oh, they had like announced that he was the one doing the OST without his knowledge or consent. Favorite weapon? Beast Hunter safe. It was nice stopping by. I have to get going with my day. See you, Dusty. It was good arguing with you about The Last of Us Part 2. That's always fun. I will remember what you said about getting stuff to help my internet. I'll remember that. And Ed did not answer, so he had to go to upper management, Bethesda, because Ed had not answered. Ah. There we go. Safe and a badge. Yeah, I really like the Beast Hunter safe. It's just such a good it's just such like a good weapon with such a crazy moveset. Like, you want to know my opinion on the Beast Hunter safe? It is literally just a better version of the Blades of Mercy. That's literally what it is. It is a one-handed better version of the Blades of Mercy. So you got from Id 48 hours before the OST would drop. Okay. I'll have to just go through and read the whole thing in a row in a minute, because reading bits and pieces segments it in a way that makes it hard to read. But when you finish summarizing, I'll go through and just read the whole thing. I like the rifle spear. No, you don't. No one likes the rifle spear. You're lying. You're lying to yourself. Honestly, the rifle spear is not as bad as people like to say it is. It's not great, but like, it is not as bad as people say. 100%. I will agree with that. Because people say, oh, the rifle spear is the worst weapon. No, bro. I beat this game with the Cos Parasite on New Game Plus. The Cos Parasite is the worst. The worst. What you ask? Simply the worst. The Cos Parasite is absolutely terrible. That is like by far my least favorite. It sucks for PvP, but the sounds are amazing. Yeah, the rifle spear. Well, I mean, like, Bloodborne PvP isn't even a thing anymore. Like, it's dead. It's straight up dead. Even gemmed up. Yeah, I mean, like, even gemmed up, the rifle spear doesn't get a ton of good damage. Lagging. cause of this is. Let me check. Yep, that's why. There you go. It should get better. It should get better now. But yeah, the Cause Parasite, like, it has one good attack, even for PvE. Like, the Arcane Explosion is good, but everything else sucks. It sucks. It's terrible. It's useless. Let me check again. Okay, I'm just making sure I know why it's constantly doing it. Why the stream quality just fluctuates so bad. It's because since I have to run my internet through a Wi-Fi repeater, it's on such like a tight, like it's on such like a loose connection. But like, sorry, I keep losing my train of thought. Because it's on such like a loose connection, I keep accidentally signing out of PSN and then having to sign back in. Let me see. About to start a level 15 Cause Parasite run. You can keep it. The Dash R1s are good, but I never tried the Cause run. Yeah, that's literally the only useful attack that the weapon has. I don't know if they're still up. Like, I used to have some old Cause Parasite videos. In fact, I have a Cause Parasite stream that I know is up. Literally the only attack I could even use that wasn't the Arcane Explosion was the Dash R1. Everything else sucked. Like, when I finished that run, I had 99 Arcane and like 20 like all 22% gems. And I still couldn't make that weapon work. Like, I had a really good build for Cause Parasite, and I still couldn't make it work. You need flat arcane gems? Oh, I had them. I went into some nasty false depths and got some dirty cursed arcane gems, all like 23%ers, and I still couldn't make it work. I had good gems in that thing, and it just sucked. Yep. Yeah, like, I had good. Yeah, I was talking about an Orphan's Weapon was an Orphan's Weapon. I know! That made me so mad when it wasn't the placenta. Like, when I found out that the Cause Parasite wasn't the placenta, I got so mad. Because, like, that weapon looks so cool. I want to use it. I really want to use it. Like, they just should have made the Cause Parasite the placenta. That's what they just should have done. Would have made me so happy. Alright, this is going to be... In all honesty, there's a good chance I end up just poisoning this guy to death. Have you got a screw loose?
Have you got a screw loose? Or is it your animal intuition?
Is it the umbilical cord? Is the placenta? Yeah. So the thing that like stretches out from his hand, I reckon, might be the cord, but like the wire that it's attached to might be the cord. But the big sharp thing is the placenta. God, Abhorrent Beast is tough.
Hunters are killers, nothing less. You call me a beast? A beast? What would you know? I didn't ask for this.
Woo! We got him. Oh my god. He's always tough. He's always tough. Abhorrent Beast is a nightmare. Him and the Chalices is ridiculous. The lower Laran Abhorrent Beast is redonkulous. Let's see. I don't know if you saw the last message in general. Oh, if you sent another message about the summarization, I definitely didn't see it. The last one I read out was the last one I saw. I hate Chalice Abhorrent. Yeah, like, I know I made, about a year ago now, I made a Bloodborne boss ranking. I think Abhorrent Beast was, like, number 5 on that list. Abhorrent Beast is tough, man. Yeah, I ranked 40 bosses, and technically it's only 38 bosses, but I ranked the Bloody Crow of Canehurst and Yuri the Last Scholar from Bergenworth as bosses in that. Bolt gems on the safe is god tier fun. I need to use the safe again. It's been like a year since I used it. I just remember that from my playthroughs, like that one's moveset I really loved. Again, it's literally just a better Blades of Mercy. That's why I liked it. Like, I really liked the Blades of Mercy, and the Beast Hunter safe is just a better version of that. Abhorrent Beast is easy, just be blood level 420. Yeah, probably. I would imagine. Is the stream tightening up on its lag, or no? Is it still lagging bad? Safe doesn't have the Siderite ting? Yeah. Sounded like some of the weapons are like that. What are weapons that you can't fire? That you can't paper. You can't paper the Blades of Mercy. You can't paper the Burial Blade for some reason. You can't paper the Amygdala arm, but that's just because it's an arm, I think. You can't paper the Boom Hammer, but that's because it already has its buff. Yeah, you can paper the Reiterpallasch. Yeah, you can't paper the Moonlight Greatsword. You can't paper the wheel. I don't know about the Threaded Cane and Beast Cutter. I haven't used them yet. They're the only two weapons after this I need to do. Yeah, you can't paper the Cause Parasite. Technically, you can get a lightning buff on it. Technically. So, like, for that, you have to, it's like a super crazy glitch. If you use the Tonitrus and the Cause Parasite on the same build, if you time it just right, you can do one attack with the Tonitrus's lightning effect on the Cause Parasite. I can't remember exactly how the glitch is done, but I know it's very tough to do. To get the Tonitrus shock on the thing. Seems viable. What, the Tonitrus buff on the Cause Parasite? Worth it for the single hit? Yeah. Literally a 2-shot PvP build? What is? Does the Tonitrus glitch work with other things, or is it just the Parasite? Bolt buff swap on a bolt saw. Oh yeah. So it does work on that. It does work on other things. Put it on the Ludwig Holy Blade. Yeah. Isn't the buff bolt swap, like, isn't like the bolt buff swap, whatever it is, isn't that like really tough to do though? It's like a really hard glitch to do, right? It ain't got nothing on the whirly gig saw and cannon glitch though, that's for sure. I can do it. I don't know how to do it. Can you do a cause parasite run again? No. It will never happen. How do you do it? Because now I'm curious. Hold on a sec. Now I'm curious. It's on Brickashaw. Yeah, this was the cause parasite build, by the way. This was an absolute beast of an arcane build, that's for sure. Let me get to the dream, so I can test it freely. Is Yarum counted as a viewer? I guess. I don't know. Apparently not. I had like 15 people up here earlier on the set. Let's see how much damage this does. Yeah, 1500. See, that's pretty good damage. What level was I? I was level 190. I got very high level in this. I had to grind. Because on this, like, I did the to nitrous normally, and then I New Game Plus with the cause parasite, is what I was wondering. See, now it says I only have one viewer. One sec. I just like to trick this weapon over and over again. I gotta see how to do this glitch. I had a lot of stuff with this file. I had very high levels. Alright, give me one sec. Let me let a cat in the house. Give me 1 second. Didn't mean to sidetrack your stream. No, it's all good. I've been meaning to try this for a long time. I never thought about it. So okay, let me look up, like, how do you do it? Let me look up how it's done here. I gotta look up how you do it now. Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, so how is it done again now? Let me watch this video again. So what, you have to... Oh wait, hold on a sec. I didn't switch. I thought it didn't catch my input for it. Hold on a sec. Oh, hold on a sec. I keep missing that but input. This is why I don't play fighting games. Hmm. How do I... Okay, hold on a sec. Hold on. No backstep. Okay, hold on a sec. Let me open up the chat on my phone here so I can fully read what everybody's saying. Because now I have the basic method down. I have the basics here. Let's see. So, right, one foot top. What do you mean? How does... What do you mean? Hold on a sec. I don't understand. I'm too stupid for this. Because the video I saw did it like this. Oh, dang it. Why didn't I do the back step? Right D-pad 2 times L1. Right L1 flick toggle. What do you mean flick toggle? I might be too stupid for this. Am I too stupid to do this glitch? That might be the problem I'm running into. I think I'm too stupid. I think that's the problem. I don't know. I don't know. So I think someone just accidentally texted me the wrong thing. Someone texted me, they think this is a different person. It's Keandre, bro. That's why I texted this number to make sure you had the same number. I moved away to, I won't say where. Now I'm back home for the time being. Wrong person there, buddy. Sorry. I am not who you seek. Man who randomly texted me. Hello, Taha. Alright, we're back on track here. Sorry, we got sidetracked. We got sidetracked for a little bit there. Haha, you fool. Left foot toggle immediately after L1. I would need a video to demonstrate it. I'm too stupid. Yeah, I would need a video to show me. I'm not smart enough to figure it out on my own. Because I don't know what do you mean left flick toggle? Alright, whatever. We're back on the Reiterpallasch now. I lost all the blood on my clothes. That's a shame. There's a PvP YouTuber who had it up, they got rid of it. Why was it too broken? How strong is the buff? Like, is it like a dummy strong buff? I can't go through there or there. The buff must be pretty strong. Because the way I was doing it, it was how a video instructed me, but I'd also seen Jesus Here's Toast do it like that before. Yeah, the buff looks really cool, like when they do it, like in the video. To a That is ridiculous. Okay, yes, it's a huge buff. That's pretty crazy. I'm almost tempted to learn how to do it, but I mean, like, I'm almost towards the end of my runs anyway. Because all I'm doing next is Threaded Cane and Beast Cutter. Then I'm done, so. Appreciate that. Ha! That was funny. Give me my chunk. Give me my chunk. Dude, what? Alright. There we go. I had to gently move the item away from the chunk so I could pick it up. Ow, there's another one. I don't think this video is the best example, but they show how to do it. I'll practice it in my own time, I guess. If nothing else, I might can use it like if the damage is like way too low in my Threaded Cane and Beast Cutter video. I mean, not video, runs. Like, if the damage gets just so low that I can't do anything, I might can use that glitch to help me out a little bit. Which I don't know if you can paper the Threaded Cane and Beast Cutter. So I don't know. Maybe I can just paper that and not have to worry about that glitch. Not even have to worry about using it. Ow. You can paper them both? Okay. This is always my favorite part of the Forbidden Woods. Aha! How about you? I need to figure out what I'm doing for lunch after this. Ugh, Jesus. So far, I'll say the Reiterpallasch is okay. It seems like it would be decent for PvP, like just because of how the tricked attack works, like that right there. Seems like you could bait some people into doing an attack, and then when they go for it, you just like that right there on them. Ow. Come on. How about you? I run you true. Haha. Worth noting, I never claimed to be particularly good at Bloodborne. I only claimed to be good at Sekiro, okay? I am very much average at Bloodborne. However, I am very good at Sekiro. So that's what I say, right? At least that's my excuse for why I get my ass kicked by regular enemies in Bloodborne all the time. This one's weaker. Why is he weaker? What time is it? It's 1:47. Only Bloodborne can make me want to die over and over again. I can't say only Bloodborne does, but like I guess I would say Bloodborne is my favorite Souls game, but I don't know, man. Like I really love Sekiro. So like as much as I want to say that Bloodborne is my favorite, honestly, I could definitely be talked into saying Sekiro is my favorite. Sekiro is just so good, man. It's just so much fun. Oh, this is not good. That was almost very, very bad. Alright, well, you're dead. You give up on what? Oh, the glitch? Hey, if it were easy, everyone would do it. I'm honestly a little bit excited for when I stream Elden Ring, because again, I've never beaten that game. I don't think I've ever even beaten Margit. So I'm at least a little bit excited for when I finally stream Elden Ring here soon. Get behind him and poke him. I think Sekiro is hardly even a Souls-like. Sekiro is definitely a Souls-like, but I don't know if I would say Sekiro quite classifies as a Souls game, but I mean, Sekiro is definitely a Souls-like, I would say. Like that's not even a question, I think. It's a Souls-like, but it's not Souls. I mean, then is Star Wars Jedi a Souls-like? Is Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order a Souls-like? I mean, everybody says that is. It's the same thing. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is like Sekiro with a Star Wars skin on it is kind of what it is. And it's awesome for that reason. The dev Blind Squirrel game? I do not know. I do not know them, no. I think the most obscure dev I know of is Puppet Combo. I really like Puppet Combo games. They make really good stuff. Hello, Axel. Hey, buddy. Oh, these guys are going to get destroyed by the Reiterpallasch. The thrust attacks on this thing just do so much damage. Again, I don't quite think it does as much as like the Church Pick does, because I know the Church Pick does insane damage. Oh yeah, one shot. The Church Pick is so good, man. That is probably the most underrated weapon ever. The Church Pick is by far the most underrated weapon in the game, I think. Church Pick is so good. Play BL3 dialogue off? What do you mean? 1 sec, someone might be at my door. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Two idiots just stopped in the middle of the road to talk to each other, and my dog started barking at them. Oh, it's Borderlands 3 you're talking about. I've never played Borderlands. I have never played Borderlands, and I don't really intend to. Even back in the days where all I played were shooters, I had never played Borderlands. The parry god strikes again. I'm simply him. There's no two ways around it. I'm simply him. Borderlands, one of the best games I got for free on Epic Games and never touched. I never bothered to play it. Didn't the devs of Borderlands make Godfall? I'll believe when you get consistent backstabs. What do you mean? Ow. Why didn't he... I was spamming R1 and he just stopped attacking. I was out of range. Sadly, this rapier isn't quite as good as Dark Souls 2's rapier. Sadly. Backstab hard enemies to become parry god. Backstabbing is technically not a parry, okay? New video uploading will be done in like 20 minutes. Very good, very good. Oh, is it that video, Exodus? Yeah, it must be. I will watch it when it's uploaded. And probably when I get off stream. I have 127,000 blood echoes. Do I go spend them or do I go fight shadows? Now here's the thing. I could go spend them and level up and stomp this fight. However, Mama ain't raised no female, alright? Is it Maxor's new Genshin video online? Maybe. Yeah, I got a notification for it a few minutes ago, like earlier in the stream. Alright. Let's go fight shadows. Yep. Like I said, I definitely could go back and level up, but again, Mama ain't raised no female, alright? Oh, he's out of range. Back off, please. Okay, I've got them all. I can see them. That was very dangerous and very stupid. I'm in trouble. Hold on a sec, I'm getting comboed. I'm getting wombo combo between the three. I'm getting gangbanged on every angle. Oh, come on. I got the parry and everything, and the other guy just happened to hit me. That is so sad. Oh, come on! Ugh! Got him. I parried him too. Parry God strikes again. Don't do that. I'm glad that I can just shoot to interrupt that. Nope, don't do that. Bye, sadly, these power outages. I'm sorry to hear that, man. See you next time, Drago. We're in tonight's daily update. Alright, he's down. Nope. What? I can't hit him. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. What are you doing? Well, that was easy. That was actually a really good fight I did there. I really like that. I got a lot of parries. Even though I couldn't capitalize on a lot of them because I kept getting, like, hit, but yeah. What would be your reaction if FromSoft released a trailer of Bloodborne 2 instead of a Bloodborne remaster? I mean, I would be very happy. Like, here's my stance on that, Cyclops. Here's my stance on a Bloodborne sequel. I don't want a sequel that is Bloodborne 2. I want similar lore, but I want it in a different setting. Like, leave Yharnam alone. I know people say they want a prequel game back when Garrett and Maria were young. No, I don't want that. Yharnam's story is told. We know what happens. Let it lie. What I want a like same lore, different setting. Ailing Loran is what I want. I really want a game like in Loran. If you've watched Vati Vidya's video about Bloodborne 2 concepts, I like that one, and I like the one in Veldernheim or whatever it's called. Like with the Phoenician Gothic look to it, I really like that one with the City of the Vile Bloods. I really, really want that one. Like my personal choice would be like a combination of a couple things. I would want like the nightmare concept that he had someone do for Bloodborne, or that someone did for Bloodborne. The Ailing Loran concept, and I would also want the Duflachi, the Venetian Gothic one. That one in particular is my favorite. Venetian Gothic, like that. The concepts from that look so good. Like, I want another Bloodborne game, though, no doubt. Like, I don't want a direct sequel like Bloodborne 2, but I want another Bloodborne game so bad. I mean, for God's sakes, I have beaten this game with almost every single weapon. I want one so bad. Vati, I know him. Yeah, I don't watch much of Vati's stuff, but like, that video was so cool. The Venetian Gothic one just looks so dope, man. Like, here's my ideal one. The Veldernheim one with the Nightmare concept, one where you spend a lot of it in the Nightmare realm as well. And you can venture back up, and there was one of them where, like, they made it where it's completely separate, but you can venture back up to Yharnam, and if you do, it's completely different. It's overrun with beasts. It is, like, taken over by the kin. Like, it is entirely different. Like, my perfect one would be Nightmare Realm, Veldernheim in one, and you can venture back up to like parts of Yharnam, but it's just completely different because the whole place has just been, it's just laid to waste. There's nothing left but beasts. Would you want the same weapons in Bloodborne 2? Not the same. Not the exact same. Like, I would expect a couple to carry over, of course. Like, I would guarantee you that at least a couple of them would carry over, but I would want completely different trick weapons. Because, I mean, like, why would I want the same trick weapons? Trick weapons are such a cool idea for Souls games, and if we got a Bloodborne 2, I would want an entirely new batch of trick weapons. Vati, oh yeah, he's a great storyteller, no doubt. I just don't keep up with a lot of the lore that goes into FromSoft games. I mean, for God's sakes, I didn't know that Tengu was Ishin in Sekiro, if that says anything at all. I literally didn't even know that Tengu was Ishin. Yeah, my brain wants Bloodborne where we fight great ones, but to destroy they turn into human form to destroy you. I mean, that kind of loses the whole Eldritch Abomination thing. Oh yeah, and if they do another Bloodborne game, we have to fight the great one, the Good Hunter. Like the Good Hunter from this game, we have to fight his great one at some point. There is literally no choice. Because at the end of the game, he turns into a great one. If they do a sequel, we have to fight the Good Hunter as a great one. I wanted Bloodborne 2 to be as experimental as Dark Souls 2 was both thematically and gameplay-wise. The only issue with Dark Souls 2 as a sequel was execution. I mean, there's a lot of issues with Dark Souls 2. There's an awful lot of them. I will say I think it gets crapped on maybe a bit too much, but I also haven't played it. Which Bloodborne song is my favorite? Oh, that's a tough question. Probably Gascoigne. I really like Gascoigne's boss theme. These little maggots, man, I hate these things. Oh my god! These... Is this the final boss? What is this? Brother, I cannot kill these things. Like the Murgo music box tune, it's all right. I mean, it's not really a great boss theme per se, but it's okay. But yeah, I think I really like Gascoigne's. I really like Watchdog of the Old Lords. His is really good. Living Failures has a really good one. Ludwig, of course. I mean, like that's a given. That's why I don't mention it. Like Ludwig, I think is just a given. Hold on a second. Hold on. The Living Failure, aka me in real life. Yeah, Living Failures has a good one though. I just finished walking the goldfish through Africa and my grandma and the snake, and I had to bring her to Pacific Ocean so I can watch the stream. Hey, listen, I appreciate that. Sounds like a lot of work. At the end of the day, I would say Gascoigne's theme is my favorite though. I would definitely settle on Gascoigne's theme. Are the hateful maggots weak to anything in particular? This is the final boss right here. This whole area is the final boss. It's like Bed of Chaos all over again. It seems like they're weak to thrust damage. I guess that makes sense. Come on over here, big house. Come on. Over this way. Ooh. Skillful victories, boys. Yeah, the maggots here are the worst. They're the final boss, 100%. They are the hardest enemies in the game. And it makes sense that the headless bloodletting beast is also one of the hardest bosses in the game, since he has one of those huge things. Although I guess the maggot doesn't exactly contribute to that. God. Hate these things. The final boss, right here, ladies and gents. Jesus Christ. And it's like I have to kill them all. It's the Souls game rule. Kill everything at least once. Bloodborne is inspired by the Brotherhood movie? What do you mean? I have no idea what you're talking about. Do they fight squids? Is the movie Defeat God's Doll Waifu Simulator? $2.11, huh? How far do I want to go? I am getting pretty hungry. Video is up. I will check it out after the stream, Exodus. Or Mr. Ethos, I'm sorry. Forgive me for confusing your name. Imagine Bloodborne 2 where the first boss is in phase which has Lady Maria. I mean, I can't say that sounds too appealing. Like if they do Bloodborne 2, I want it to be completely different. I don't want to fight a single boss I fought in Bloodborne 1. I don't want a single boss to be the same. Because what makes Bloodborne so cool is all the different bosses in it. Like, I know a lot of people want a prequel for Bloodborne. I mentioned it a few minutes ago. That's back in the days of the old hunters with Gehrman and Maria, and it's like, dude, I don't want that in the slightest. Like, words fail to describe how little I want that. Because we have that. We have that. I'm covered in blood. Let me not go upstairs because I need to get the umbilical cord from her once I kill Rom. So I think what we'll do is, let me go grab something from this chest over here. I will kill Rom. I'll come get the cord from Yosefka. And then I think we might call it. Because I'm getting pretty hungry. So let me go grab the summons. And I will go kill Rom. And then I think we'll call it. I could do Canehurst, but I probably won't. I'll go to Canehurst, but I won't do it. I won't do it on stream. Bloodborne is left behind. What do you mean? You're referring to the really crappy movie? The really crappy Left Behind movie? Oh, Jesus. Alright. Let's go kill Rom. They patched cold blood duping, right? They patched it, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think they patched it. I mean, I guess if they didn't, you could just do the Great One's cold blood. You get in the last chalice for all eternity. Not the walking chest one. Still can't buy fire paper. I think I have to kill Rom to buy fire paper. Let me go repair my weapon. Yeah, say the durability's pretty low. .221 attack. Pretty low. There you go. There you go, that'll do. Oh, my stomach's growling. I wonder if the mic even caught that. That was pretty loud. Okay, let's go kill Rom. Bergenworth. Alright. We'll go kill Yuri, we'll kill Rom, and then I will go to Canehurst, and then that's where we'll cut this off. Because I am getting very, very hungry. Bam. That's the beauty of the Reiterpallasch right there. That transformation attack, man. Look at that. That is so sick. Well, I'm eating. I might rewatch Vati's Bloodborne 2 concepts video. That is so cool. And I just get the bullet right back because I have that that rune that does that. That's so cool. The stream hasn't been lagging lately, right? The stream should be... Oh, I didn't realize I had it tricked. The stream should be doing better. Die. So actually, I guess I want to ask chat this. What is everybody's favorite weapon? Let me know. Because mine is, of course, the Beast Hunter safe. I love the Beast Hunter safe. My favorite weapon in the game. Best moveset, literally just a better version of the Blades of Mercy, just so good. So, what is everybody's favorite weapons in chat? I want to know. If everybody in here has played it, because I know, actually... Come on, you. Okay, now I can kill the fluorescent flower. The gaping dragon. This guy's weak to blood attacks, I think. It would explain why that bullet staggered him. Alright, see ya, Taha. Who's your favorite boss? Your favorite weapon is Whirligig Saw? Basic. Nah, it's fine. I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big Whirligig fan, but It's okay. My favorite boss, though. Oh, Torch, appreciate that. Trying to think my favorite boss is. I like a lot of them. If I had to settle on a couple, I would say I really like Shadows of Yharnam. I really like Orphan. And I guess Ludwig. I would probably say Orphan, though. Orphan and Shadows of Yharnam are my two favorites. Oh my god, that range! Stupid Rosmarinus. I don't call beyond me. Oh my god, that range! Oh god. Don't do that. Stop. Leave me alone. Foolish woman. How is that not a parry? Those jump attacks are so janky to parry sometimes. Gascoigne's is the same way. Oh god. Don't. Come on. Jump attacks. Yeah, they can be parried. Yeah, they sure can. Come on. Switch back to the range version. That one's much easier to parry. Jesus. Been parried in PvP. I'm pretty sure the Crow has parried a jump attack of mine before, because that, bro, the Bloody Crow is ridiculous. On my boss ranking, I ranked him as a boss, and he got like the number 7 spot. The Bloody Crow is insane. Although the Beast Hunter safe is really good for him, which the Beast Hunter safe is really good for any hunter, just because of the moveset. It's just so good. Best thing about Soulsborne is that once you get the hang of a boss, they're just fun to battle. Yeah, sometimes. Because, like, I know Lawrence's moveset, and I fucking hate that boss. I know Larry's moveset, and I absolutely hate him. I can actually use the empty Phantasm Shell. No, I can't. I need 20 Arcane, and I guess I could use the Cum Chalice just to get enough Arcane to use some of these tools. I think it takes 20, right? It's 20, I think. And that's 15. Okay. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have never used the old Hunter Bone. Never once. Isn't the old Hunter Bone just Bloodhound Step? Isn't that literally what it is? How many bullets does it take? 4? That's quite a bit. Yeah, doesn't it only last like as long as it's a nitrous buff or something like that? Like it does not last particularly long. I bet Rom's weak to thrusting damage. All women are, but psh. Oh, ow. Need to be careful. Rom's children here are actually pretty strong. Oh, did he just come on me? That is disgusting. Die. Die. Yeah, the rapid fire cannon. Yeah, I know the rapid fire cannon glitch. I've done it before. Why does every enemy in this game spew unspecified white liquid out of its body at some point? Listen, there's no need to question that. Well, we know why the doll doesn't. The doll, isn't the doll like quite literally a semen demon? Isn't that literally what she is? Oh, hey, Luffy. Yeah, isn't the doll like quite literally a semen demon? I love how tense this boss is. It's just so very tense. I think probably the hottest take of my boss ranking was when I said that Maria was the 35th easiest boss. That was probably the hottest take. I put her below Rom. That was definitely my hottest take. When will I do my next stream? Next week sometime. I don't work a whole lot next week, so I'll definitely stream. By then I will probably... Ow. Let me see. Yeah, like, I know like... A big I'm reading chat, so I'm not paying attention. Like, I know a big argument that like people have for, oh, Maria's not that easy, man. Try doing it without parrying. But it's like, yes, because the true mark of a difficult boss is when I have to deprive myself of a core feature of the game just for the sake of making her easy. Thank you very much. I mean, making her difficult. Thank you very much. I'm glad we've had this discussion. Like, no, Maria is an easy boss. Cope and seethe. Oh, you can't shoot her? Shoot the winch. Okay. Alright, we'll finish this up in just a second. I actually have like a little route I usually do when I spawn back here. So here's the lore behind me and Lady Maria. Out of my 25 Bloodborne playthroughs, I've never once died to Lady Maria. Never once. I want to say she might be the only boss that has never killed me. There's a few bosses, I think, that might have never killed me, but like... I know Maria is one of the ones that has never once killed me. I've never once died to Lady Maria. 25 playthroughs strong, and that's why, like, whenever I'm playing the game and I get to Maria, I'm like, alright, I gotta play for keeps now. I gotta streak longer than the Undertaker's, bro. I gotta make sure that doesn't get broken. Orphan of Cause killed me. I know. On my first playthrough, I think I got him on like my third try, and then I did it on New Game Plus, and he killed me like 15 times. When did you die to Witches of Hemwick? That's the thing. I don't know that I've died to Witches of Hemwick. I'm not 100% sure, but I can like... On my first playthrough, I don't really remember, because it was like 2 years ago. If I died to the Witches, I probably just got like frozen and like got like immobilized in front of them and they just did the explosion, or maybe the mad ones jumped me or something. I don't remember if I have died, but if I did, it was probably either I got stunned in front of them and got hit by the explosion, or the mad ones killed me. I know I've died to Murgo's Wet Nurse before. I've died to Mikolash. What other easy bosses are there? I've died to Gascoigne. I've died to Cleric Beast. I've died to the Bloodstarved Beast. I've died to Amelia. I've died to Parl. I've died to... who else have I fought? Who else? What are the other bosses in the game? I'm trying to think. I'm losing my sanity here. Again, I don't know that I've died to the witches. I've died to Amygdala. I've died to the shadows. I've died to Rom. I've died to living failures. Yes, Luffy. I've died to Ludwig. I've died to Orphan. I've died to Lawrence. I've died to Garamond. I've died to Moon Presence. I've died to the Wet Nurse. Mikolash. Logarius. I know. Wait, have I? I might have died to Celestial Emissary at one point. Oh, I did. Yeah, I did. I was trying to do the Shaman Bone Blade strat, and it just did not work out for me. I have died to the Celestial Emissary. I tried using the Shaman Bone Blade strat, and it just did not work for me. I've died to Yuri the Last Scholar. I've died to the Bloody Crow plenty of times. I've died to those two shit whales in the Hamlet. That's all the bosses I can think of off the top of my head. Oh, and the chalices. I've died to Keeper of the Old Lords. I've died to Watchdog. I've died to Defiled Amygdala. I've died to the Queen. I've died to Thumerian Elder, Thumerian Descendant, Abhorrent Beast, Laron Dark Beast. What other like unique chalices bosses? I've died to each of the Undead Giants at least one time. Who else? What are the other unique chalice bosses? Oh, someone asked me my favorite boss earlier. Oh, yeah, I've died to Ebrietis, yeah. No, I didn't mean to go here. God damn it. Whatever, I'll just come back and get the other loot I missed. Yeah, I've died to Ebrietis. Someone asked me earlier what my favorite bosses were. I had mentioned a couple. I actually forgot to mention Thumerian Elder is one of my favorite bosses. I like that guy a lot. But yes, I've died to Ebrietis before. Let's kill this guy, just so I don't forget him later. And then I will go back to the dream, go back to the lecture building, pick up whatever I missed, because I know I missed a couple things. And then I will go to Canehurst, and then I'll stop. Yeah, as far as I know, I think I've died to everybody except for Maria. I don't know about witches. I don't know. I don't remember. Elder. Now Thumerian Elder is awesome. I thought that fight was awesome. Let me go back to the lecture building, because I missed a couple things. Now, I really like Thumerian Elder. I thought he was awesome. His weapon is so cool. I want it so bad. I missed a couple items. Just ones that I can sell. Thumerian Descendant I've died to in the last chalice. I've died to both variants of the Bloodletting Beast. The Headless one is a bitch. I hate him. I think I've died to Forgotten Madman and his escort before. I think I've died to Forgotten Madman. I might not have. I don't really remember. I think I went in there lower level one time and got killed by Forgotten Madman and his escort. Ow. God, they keep throwing cum at me. Jesus. I guess it is a college. Makes sense. Oh, I'm in trouble. This thing has no range, so I like have to get up close and personal. Ow. That was fun. Without the cum chalice I tried, but didn't defeat the final boss. What do you mean oh, you tried the cum chalice boss? I never beat that. I didn't bother. This is no point. I think I've listed off all the chalice bosses, all the unique ones. You know, I'm really mad that at Charlie did his whole Souls game playthrough, right, where he killed every boss in the games, but he refused to do the chalices, and he said, "Oh, they're just reskins, right?" No, there's several unique chalice bosses, man. There's 3 undead giant variants. There's Thumerian Elder, Thumerian Descendant, Watchdog, Keeper, Queen Yarnum, like the Bloodletting Beast. There are unique chalice bosses, and I'm really upset he just didn't do it. So he is a fraud, is what I'm saying. Nah, just messing. I love Charlie. Charlie makes really good stuff. Although I am annoyed that he didn't kill the chalice bosses. Alright. Now we'll go to Canehurst, and then I think I'll cut this off. First was Keeper, then Pig, and final was Headless Beast. Oh, it's Headless Bloodletting Beast is the final boss of that chalice? No shot. I would never do it. I refuse. I adamantly refuse. Absolutely hate Headless Bloodletting Beast. The worst. He is the worst. When I get to 40 health, I'll have enough for the rest of the run. Yeah, I cannot stand him. I've run the chalices a total of 5 times, and on every single playthrough, I get cucked at that stupid Bloodletting Beast. Not this headstone, it's this one. I need to go get the cord from, what's her face? Yosefka. I'll go do that. Now that the blood moon's up, I can go get the cord. Whatever. I'll go to Canehurst first. Then I'll go get the cord from Yosefka. Then I'll teleport back to Canehurst, and then we'll call it. Alright then. Now we'll go get the cord from Yosefka. I wonder what gem slots the normal Reiterpallasch has. Because this one has radial, triangle, and I don't know, semicircle, whatever that is. Okay, let's go get the cord before I forget it. What am I doing? Where am I off to? Right here. 2 radials and a triangle. That's the normal one. That's not bad. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter what I use, because I'm probably just going to end up getting good gems from the Winter Lanterns anyways, and they fit any gem thing, so. The Winter Lanterns and Menzies are just going to give me good gems, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Winter Lanterns, the enemy no one said was easy, but everyone said it was their worst nightmare. Winter Lanterns are annoying. When you figure out how to deal with them, they're not that bad, but they are pretty annoying. I want to know why they removed the feature that if you're blocking, then Frenzy can't hit you, because like you're not looking at them. The shield is covering your face, so you can't see it. But then they removed it. Can I please aha? Alright, we'll go back to Canehurst, and then that'll be it. Your boy is getting at least a little bit hungry. Alright, that's 2 cords, and I'll get my 3rd one from Murgo later on, so that's good. Let me check the insight shop for a second. Let's get rid of some of this insight. I don't really need anything here. When does Fire Paper show up in there? I think I have to beat, do I have to beat Logarius first, or is it One Reborn? One Reborn, I forgot to mention him earlier. I've died to One Reborn before. I got stuck in the corner when you remember like that attack where he shits himself? And it turns like the entire floor into lava, or not lava, like acid or whatever. I died to that attack before. Alright, boys, that was fun. That was it was a little bit of stuff we did here today. It's a badge to that very same attack. Yeah, it's a tough one. Anyways, it's been fun. Radiant Sword badge. I already have that, I think. Anyways, I'm hungry. I ain't had nothing to eat, and I've been up for like 6 hours, so I'm gonna go get me something to eat now. Thanks everybody for coming by. I had a good time. I will be live again next week sometime. Maybe a couple days next week I'll be live. I'll probably have finished the Reiterpallasch run, so then that'll be either Thready Cane or it'll be Beast Cutter, whichever wins the poll I put up for it. So yeah, thanks everybody for coming by. I had a good time. I will continue then. And, yeah, no sword video, March 24th. Mark it on your calendars, boys. March the 24th, Friday. There will be the Sekiro no sword video. How to no sword Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. I cannot wait for that to go up. It takes a long time to edit that. Like, the first 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes of that takes, like, over 8 hours to edit. It takes forever. But, yeah. Anyways, I'm a man of many outros, but now I'm fucking starving to death, so I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for coming by. I hope everybody had a good time. I know I did. And yeah, y'all take it easy.